Hello students, once again welcome to Bholanath Academy. In this video students, we are going to see the lesson halogen derivative. Halogen students, you are knowing chlorine, bromine, iodine and astatine. These elements are belongs to halogen family. Now students, chlorine, bromine, iodine that we are showing in general X. Okay students, we are showing with X. Here students, the replacement of hydrogen atom. How you are going to get the halogen derivative students? The compound which consists of halogen atom is called as what? Halogen derivative. How you are going to prepare students? Halogen derivative. Replacement of hydrogen atom. It may be one atom or more than one hydrogen atom. We are going to replace the hydrogen atom. The replacement of hydrogen atoms in aliphatic or aromatic hydrocarbon by halogen atom. It may be singular or plural. If it is plural, we call as halogen atoms. If it is one halogen atom, we call as halogen atom. Results in the formation of halogen derivative of hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons, you are knowing students, the compound which is made up of hydro means hydrogen and carbon. That we call as the compound which is made up of these two elements, hydrogen and carbon, we call as hydrocarbons. In aliphatic or aromatic. Okay students, aliphatic symbol we are showing with like this R, and aromatic we are showing with AR. Okay students, the replacement of hydrogen atom in aliphatic, here students we are replacing the hydrogen of aliphatic, and here we are replacing the hydrogen of aromatic hydrocarbon by halogen atom. Result in the formation of halogen derivative of hydrocarbon. The compound which will get, that is called as halogen derivative. Understanding students? Say for example students, suppose this is the aliphatic, this is the alkane I have taken students. When hydrogen of the alkanes we are replacing with, if you pass the halogen gas, what happens students? This hydrogen is replaced by halogen with the compound is called as RX, and this is the byproduct. So this is the compound is called as halogen derivative, but it is, we have taken aliphatic, we have derived this compound from aliphatic hydrocarbons. That is why it is called as halogen derivative of aliphatic hydrocarbons. If it is aromatic students, if we are replacing the hydrogen of aromatic compound by halogen, the compound is called as aromatic. So this is the compound students. So this is called as halogen derivative of aromatic hydrocarbons. So here students, two types of hydrocarbons I have taken. First one is aliphatic and second is aromatic hydrocarbons. Okay students, so if you replace the hydrogen of aliphatic hydrogen of hydrocarbons by halogen atom, the compound is called as halogen derivative of aliphatic. If the hydrogen of the aromatic hydrocarbons, both are hydrocarbons because the compound is made up of hydrogen and carbon. So hydrogen we are replacing, the hydrogen of the aliphatic hydrocarbons we are replacing with halogen, the compound obtained is called as halogen derivative of aliphatic hydrocarbons. This is the halogen derivative of aromatic hydrocarbons. So this way students, we are going to find the halogen derivatives. These compounds are called as halogen derivative because now this compound is containing halogen. Okay students, so because of the halogen atom students, so the compound is called as halogen derivative. Understanding students? So replacement of hydrogen atom, this is the hydrogen atom of aliphatic and this is the hydrogen atom of aromatic hydrocarbons. Aliphatic and aromatic both are hydrocarbons students. Now we are going to replace the hydrogen of the aliphatic by halogen atom, and the compound obtained is called as halogen derivative. Understanding? Very simple students, very important for the examination point of view. And if it is aliphatic, so we call as alkyl halide. This is called as alkyl halide. If it is aromatic, we call as aryl halide because we have derived it from aromatic compounds. That is why it is called as aromatic type of hydrocarbon, that is called as aryl halide. If we have derived this compound alkyl halide from aliphatic hydrocarbons, that is why it is called as alkyl halide. Understanding students? Very important for the examination point of view. Even examination they will ask what is halogen derivative. When hydrogen of the aliphatic and aromatic is replaced by halogen atom, the compound obtained is called as halogen derivative. The halogen derivative may be maybe alkyl halide or aryl halide, depending upon which type of raw material we have used. The compound which gives aroma, that is called as aromatic hydrocarbons, and this is the carbon-carbon single straight chain compound, that is called as aliphatic. We are going to classify the halogen derivative. Once you got the halogen derivative, students, how you are going to classify? Understanding, students? Now we are going to classify the halogen derivative, whether it is aliphatic halogen derivative or aromatic halogen derivative. How you are going to classify? So based on number of halogen atoms. Now how many halogen atoms are present in the compound? Based on number of halogen atoms in a compound, the halogen derivatives are classified as monohalogen derivative. If it is one alkyl halide, students, if there is only one halogen atom, we call as monohalogen derivative. Example, students, CH3 CH2 Br, ethyl bromide. Only one bromine atom is attached to the alkane, that is why it is called as ethyl bromide. Is monohalogen, only one bromine atom is attached to the hydrocarbons, that is called as monohalogen derivative. It may be aliphatic or aromatic. Understanding, students? In aromatic, this is the aromatic compound, students, only one halogen, so this is also called as monohalogen derivative. Understanding, it may be alkyl halide, I have given the example, and this is aryl halide example. Both are coming in monohalogen derivative. Now, students, polyhalogen derivative, it may be classified in dihalogen derivative when there is a two halogen atoms. When number of halogen atoms is what? 2 in a compound is called as dihalogen derivative. When there is a 3 halogen atoms present in a compound, we call as trihalogen derivative. If there is a 4 halogen atom present in a compound, we call as tetrahalogen derivative. Understanding, students? Now dihalogen, students, if they are further classified into vicinal dihalide and geminal dihalide. What is vicinal dihalide, students? When, students, this is the hydrocarbon, students. Okay, students, when halogen atoms are present in different carbon atom. Understanding, students? In hydrocarbons, they are present different carbon atom, then we call as it is a vicinal dihalide. Understanding, students? So this is the halogen atom, students. It may be chlorine, bromine and iodine. When it is attached to different carbon atom, we call as it is a dihalogen. But which type of dihalide? Because they are attached to different carbon, that is we call as what? Vicinal dihalide. Now what happens, students? This is 2 carbon, students. Carbon is tetravalent. So what happens, students, when 2 halogen atoms, because we are finding what? Dihalogen. When 2 dihalogen atoms, when the halogen atoms are attached to the only one carbon atom, if here 2 halogens are attached to the 2 different carbon atom, here the 2 halogen are attached to the same carbon, then it is called as what? Geminal dihalide. Understanding, students? So this is the example, students. Now complete the valency by hydrogen. So this way, students. So this is the example I have shown you, students. So this is the example of vicinal dihalide and this is the example of geminal dihalide. Trihalogen derivative. When three halogen atoms is going to be attached to the 3 different carbon, so that we call it the compound which is obtained is called as trihalogen derivative. Example, students. So this is the, students, when 3 halogens is attached to the same carbon. Here if it is, this is general, students. Example, students, you can see this is 1 carbon. When all is attached to the chlorine, then this is called as CHCl3, that is called as chloroform. Hence chloroform is the example of trihalogen derivative. Understanding? Sometimes what happens, students? 3 carbon. Now all 3 halogens are attached to 3 different carbon. Okay, students? So this is the example of trihalogen derivative. Now fill the valency with hydrogen. So this way also you can, this is also the example of trihalogen derivative. This I have shown the aliphatic type of trihalogen derivative. It may be aromatic. See, this is the aromatic ring, students. When all the halogen is attached to, all 3 halogens are attached to this carbon. So this is the example of aromatic type of trihalogen derivative. Understanding, students? So these 2 examples I have given. These 2 examples are aliphatic trihalogen derivative and this is the what? Aromatic trihalogen derivative. Tetrahalogen, students, here 4 halogen atoms. Now you are in a compound. Compound is made up of, if it is consist of 4 halogen atom, that compound is called as tetrahalogen derivative. When 4 hydrogen atom of alkyl halide or aryl halide is replaced by halogen atom, 4 halogen atom, the compound obtained is called as tetrahalogen derivative. Example students, very famous example is, this is the carbon, all the hydrogen of methane, if it is replaced by chlorine atom, this is chlorine is halogen students, so this is called as tetrahalogen derivative. Example of tetrahalogen derivative. Understanding students, when 4 hydrogen of this hydrocarbon is replaced by 4 halogen atom, the compound obtained is called as carbon tetrachloride. And this is the example of tetrahalogen derivative. Second type of classification, that is based on hydrocarbons skeleton, based on hydrocarbon skeleton to which halogen atom, hydrocarbon skeleton, it may be aliphatic or aromatic. So based on hydrocarbon skeleton to which halogen atom is bonded. Classification of the halogen derivatives, they are also classified on to which halogen atom is attached. Hydrocarbon skeleton. Hydrocarbon may be students alkanes, alkene, alkynes and arenes. If halogen atom is attached to alkanes, the compound is called as haloalkanes. That is also called as alkyl halide. If hydrogen of alkane is replaced by halogen atom, the compound is called as alkyl halide, or we can say haloalkanes. It may be ethyl, bromide. Okay students, now haloalkanes. Now students, if halogen is attached to the alkenes, carbon-carbon double bond, to which halogen atom is attached, the compound obtained is called as haloalkanes. If halogen is attached to the carbon-carbon triple bond, here so the compound obtained is called as haloalkynes. If halogen is attached to the arenes group, so this is the example students, if it is halogen atom is attached to aromatic ring, the compound obtained is called as haloarenes. So this way students, halogen derivative is also classified into 4 categories depending upon to which skeleton halogen atom is attached. If halogen atom is attached to the alkanes, we call as haloalkanes. If halogen atom is attached to the alkene, we call as haloalkanes. If halogen atom is attached to the alkyne, this is alkyne students, the compound obtained is called as haloalkyne. Carbon-carbon triple bond is called as alkyne. If it is attached to the aromatic ring, it is called as haloarenes. So this way students, halogen derivative is also classified into 4 categories depending upon to which hydrocarbon this halogen atom is attached. Now monohalogen compounds. Now in your syllabus students, only the monohalogen compounds are there. Dihalogen compound they have not given students. Now monohalogen, that means only when aromatic or aliphatic, they will contain only one halogen. Only one halogen. When derivative is containing only one halogen, the compound is called as monohalogen compounds. Alkyl halide is also called as haloalkanes. This is the common name students, we call as alkyl halide, and this is the haloalkanes. Understanding students? So in general we call as haloalkanes or alkyl halide. The halogen atom is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon. If halogen atom, that is X, is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon, which is a part of saturated hydrocarbon skeleton. This is always a part of saturated hydrocarbon. So if halogen atom is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon, if this carbon is sp3 hybridized to which halogen is attached, which is a part of saturated hydrocarbon. Saturated hydrocarbon means this carbon is having the single bond with other carbon. This compound is called as monohalogen compound, and it is coming in alkyl halide category. That is, it is called as alkyl halide. Understanding students? Alkyl halide may be primary, secondary, tertiary, depending on the substituent state of the carbon to which halogen is attached. Alkyl halide students, it is the halogen derivative of alkanes. Understanding students? So this is the symbol of alkane students. When hydrogen, on which one hydrogen atom, this is one hydrogen atom, is replaced by one halogen atom. If it is replaced by one halogen atom, the compound obtained is called as monohalogen derivative. The compound we call as what? Monohalogen derivative. So now this is the students called as monohalogen. When one of the hydrogen of the alkane is replaced by halogen atom, the compound obtained is called as monohalogen derivative, or we can also say alkyl halide. Understanding students? The one hydrogen is replaced by one halogen atom, the compound is called as monohalogen derivative. Now students, this monohalogen derivative is further classified depending upon the position of halogen atom. the type of hybridization of the carbon to which halogen atom is attached. Okay students, now here the halogen, if halogen atom is attached to the first degree carbon, if it is attached to the first degree carbon, this is called as primary alkyl halide. If it is attached to the second degree carbon, then it is called as secondary alkyl halide. If halogen is attached to the third degree carbon, then the compound is called as what? Tertiary alkyl halide. Understanding students, this is third degree. Here this, why it is called as first degree students? Because this carbon is attached to the only one carbon. That understanding students, that is why this carbon is called as what? First degree carbon. If halogen is attached to the first degree carbon, then the compound obtained is called as what? Primary alkyl halide. That is called as primary alkyl halide. Monohalogen derivatives also classified into three category. First one is primary alkyl halide, then it is called as secondary, then it is also called as what? Tertiary alkyl halide. So this is the example of alkyl halide students. So which type of alkyl halide we are talking about? If halogen atom is attached to the first degree carbon, then this is called as primary alkyl halide. If halogen atom is attached to the second degree carbon, why this is called as second degree? This carbon is surrounded by two more carbon, that is why this carbon is called as second degree carbon, to whom this halogen atom is attached, that is why it is called as secondary alkyl halide. If halogen atom, this is halogen atom is attached to third degree carbon, then it is called as tertiary alkyl halide. Now students, fill the valency because carbon is tetravalent. So this way students, you can fill the valency. Allyl halide. Halogen atom is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon next to the carbon-carbon double bond. The compound, the halogen derivative is called as allylic halide. Okay students, when halogen atom is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon next to carbon-carbon double bond, halogen atom that X is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon next to carbon-carbon double bond. Next means here students, carbon-carbon double bond. So this carbon is what? sp3 hybridized carbon. When halogen atom, that is X, is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon. Now this carbon is sp3 hybridized carbon. When this carbon will be, when all are what? Single bond. This carbon will having single bond. So this carbon will be sp3 hybridized carbon and next to carbon-carbon double bond. After that you are finding the carbon-carbon double bond. Okay students, fill the valency. So this is the example students of allylic halide. This is aliphatic type of allylic halide. Okay students, because here the aliphatic type of hydrocarbons are there, but there is what? This halogen atom. Here the halogen atom is attached to the sp3 hybridized carbon, that is why it is called as allylic halide. It is also example of allylic. If it is attached to the aromatic ring students, here will be the double bond. This carbon will be sp3 hybridized carbon to whom this your halogen atom is attached. Understanding students? This is also the example of allylic halide, but this is aromatic type of allylic halide. Understanding students? So depending upon if it is attached to the aromatic, if this here the halogen atom, this halogen atom is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon atom next to carbon-carbon double bond, the compound obtained is called as allylic halide. So these both are allylic. One is aliphatic type of allylic, other is what? Aromatic. So allylic halide is also classified in two categories: aliphatic allylic halide and aromatic allylic halide. Now we are going to see benzylic halide. What is benzylic students? When halogen students, this way we are representing halogen atom is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon atom, which is further bonded to aromatic ring. The halogen derivative, monohalogen derivative, only one halogen students we are talking about. So when this one halogen atom is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon atom, this sp3 hybridized carbon atom is now, it is bonded to aromatic ring. So this is the aromatic ring students. So this type of halide, monohalogen derivative, is called as benzylic halide. Now fill the valency with hydrogen students. So this way students, you can fill the valency. So this is the benzylic halide. This is the example of benzylic. One more example students, here the hydrogen you can replace by carbon also. So here this carbon is also sp3 hybridized carbon students. Here one is methyl group instead of hydrogen. the second example. So these are the example of benzylic halide. Here the halogen atom is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon. This is the halogen atom is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon, which is further bonded to aromatic ring. This is the aromatic ring, students. Both are aromatic ring. See, if it is bonded to aromatic ring, then the compound is called as benzylic halide. So both are benzylic type of halide. These both are monohalogen derivative of alkanes, but they are containing benzene group. That is why it is called as benzylic halide. Here the halogen is always attached to the sp3 hybridized carbon. That is why both are the example of benzylic halide. Fourth example of monohalogen derivative is vinylic halide. What is vinylic halide, students? When halogen atom, only one halogen atom we are talking, students, because this your chapter is deal only the monohalogen derivative. Halogen atom is bonded to sp2 hybridized carbon atom of aliphatic chain. Here, students, aliphatic word is very important. The compound obtained is called as vinylic halide. Vinylic halide is haloalkene. Always because carbon which is sp2 hybridized will always contain carbon-carbon double bond. Understanding, students? To whom halogen atom is attached? Here the halogen atom is attached to sp2 hybridized carbon atom. This is called as vinylic halide. This is aliphatic type of vinylic halide, students. This is also called as haloalkane because here carbon-carbon double bond, students. So this is the example of aliphatic vinylic halide. Now we are going to see the aromatic. Here the students, here carbon-carbon double bond. Here the carbon will be sp2 hybridized. This carbon is also sp2, to whom your halogen atom, only one halogen atom is attached. So this is one more example. This is aromatic vinylic halide. Understanding, students? Aromatic and aliphatic. This is also vinylic halide, but it is containing aromatic ring. So this way, students, vinyl halide example I have given. Haloalkyne. Here the students, halogen atom is bonded to sp hybridized carbon atom. So here the carbon should be sp hybridized, to whom your halogen atom should be attached, students. Now when this carbon will be sp hybridized, when there is a carbon-carbon triple bond. Okay, students. So haloalkynes, this is the ethyne, where hydrogen of the ethyne is replaced by halogen, is called as what? Haloalkyne. Last example, students, that we are going to see, that is called haloarenes, or we can say aryl halide. When one halogen atom is directly bonded to sp2 hybridized carbon atom of aromatic ring. Understanding, students? The compound obtained is called as haloarenes. If you have aromatic ring, that is benzene, students, alternate double bond, all carbons are sp2 hybridized. So to whom your halogen atom is attached? One halogen atom now we are going to attach. Suppose I am attaching here. The compound obtained is called as aryl halide. So this is the example of aryl halide. One more example you can see, students. So since they are alternate double bond, all carbons are sp2 hybridized carbon atom. Okay, students, here the halogen is attached. Here if there is a methyl is attached, then even though it is called as what? Haloarenes or alkyl halide. This is the second example, students. So this way I have explained the classification of monohalogen derivatives, students. These are very important for the examination point of view. If you like my video, please share it, subscribe it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. God bless you.